Have you seen the episode of Bob's Burgers when Bob shaves his mustache so Tina can go to Jimmy Jr.'s fucking party? Because that's you. That's what you look like right now.
You should see. I had the mustache. I was gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Like the mustache went all the way down. Boys, we can't hear you. I think you're in.
Boys, you better leave and come back in, bro.
Wait a minute. He knows how to fix this. He's got that sexy sound.
Hit that refresh button, baby.
He's bringing sexy back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Laser Source Podcast, the number one podcast if you love Matt's clean-shaven baby face.
Ooh.
Such a baby face.
Baby face.
Thanks for joining us.
Richie said, wow.
Yeah, well,
You know it.
here we are.
What up, Richie?
I'm going to be completely honest. I was trying to get Nugget to bed. Zero thoughts in my head about the podcast. Not one. Not even a shred of a thought. Totally forgot. It was on me. My bad.
I literally said, does Alex know today is Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, I knew earlier today when we were like at work, but
You were in editing brain. He spent like 8 hours editing today.
I did. I spent a
busy
long time editing today.
Been a long time. Should have let you.
Kyle, can you fix the description, please?
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks.
Should just
Right now, all the description says is beep boop.
Make it say,
I kind of figure that's what that meant when you sent me a screenshot.
yeah,
3
beep,
guys
boop,
and a baby.
beep boop.
Beep boop. What an idiot.
So I don't know I didn't come in here prepared with anything. I think it's pretty cool. Matt, I want to congratulate. He's all but sealed the deal with Johnson Plastics Plus to sponsor the podcast.
Nice.
Which is a big deal. It's really cool. We're gonna have a podcast sponsor. They're gonna send us some stuff here and there and help keep the lights on alongside the LMA. And we're gonna tell people what we think about the stuff. We read how many revisions do we go through on the little like sponsorship contract? I feel like the first round was like the very first round from 2023 was like at least 5 revisions.
Yeah.
At least.
Then today we spent as a group like 45 minutes yesterday talking about it.
Yeah.
And then I talked with our point person Jackie for about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Working on that and stuff. So
so I don't know. I don't like to not talk about things. I like to be transparent. So there's absolutely zero language in that contract that dictates that we have to have a certain opinion or talk about things in a certain light or give things a certain review. I think we're really happy with it. It includes our ability to participate in their affiliate program. We'll have coupon codes and stuff for you guys. So it should be good. Nothing's signed yet, but we're excited about it, I think. And Matt worked really, really hard to make this kind of materialize. He kept the whole group, me, Miranda, and Kyle, just are all over the place and couldn't focus on it for more than 5 minutes at a time. And somehow he like corralled us all together into a common space long enough to hammer out the details and kind of get it done.
On their anniversary, I was like, so we should have a meeting. They were like, no, we'll wait until Monday. I was like, but this is such an anniversary meeting. Like when I think anniversary, 10th anniversary equals plastic.
Very
Johnson
soon,
Plastics.
I won't be able to make sponsored by Coke jokes anymore because we'll actually have a sponsored, like partner or whatever for the podcast. So this is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
You could just wrap a Coke in Johnson Plastics Plus material.
I could. That would be a fun project. They have you seen they have like and this isn't sponsored talk, guys. Again, nothing is signed.
Just for funsies.
But they have like mug presses.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen like you could like I could do it. I could totally do it.
Let's make it happen.
Challenge accepted.
A koozie.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Sounds good, man.
What else have we had going on? I don't know if you guys have seen we did a live stream a couple days ago. It was pretty cool. We did a coin. Kyle, you're muted. And
voice is subtual voice.
Oh, subtual?
I don't know.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
Just take it for what it is. It's fine.
Supple?
I need subtual healing.
Subtual.
Whatever, man. My brain is like non-existent right now.
The P is silent.
Giving me a migraine.
The P is silent. The P is subtual.
Subtool. No, I did. I actually just want to let you guys know. I actually bought that package from Dawn Marie's Sign Party 101.
Oh yeah, how'd
And,
that go?
I started it this week. So we're gonna start. I'll start.
Oh, you're doing
documenting.
like the 21 days.
Yep.
Nice.
So I just started that process. So I'll
Voice is
give
on the
you guys
clock.
updates when we as we go.
Nice.
Boyce is
So
utterly.
are you like, have you started yet? Are you on day one yet?
No, I'm on like the first week. So I just
This is
cut
like
our
the prep,
first
right? Prep phase.
Yeah. Well, order all your supplies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it gives you a thing to do every day, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So what
So you
day
have
are you
shared-
on?
6.
Oh, nice. Word.
Yep, day 6, and then so we gotta so tonight I already cut all the sign parts we need.
Oh,
Because her sign party thing is more about like if you have a Cricut and you have a stencil and you use like a makeup sponge.
Yeah, I seen it, and
dab
then you like
that.
blow dry it.
Right. So I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm tweaking it 3D, just doing a top layer of letters, paint them and stick them on there with 3M on the back of it and make it quick and easy. No gluing,
nice.
no wood glue, none of that shit. Just here it is, stick it on
You're
there.
just gonna have like a box
Are
of
you-
fucking letters.
I was
Well,
gonna
no,
say, are
it's
you gonna
pre-cut.
are you gonna take the laser and like oh my god, what's that called when you make the outline of the letter? Score it.
Wait, what is
For
pre-cut?
alignment?
Yeah.
For the one we're doing right now, we don't need it. And then the other ones are almost like jigsaw. So you got just puzzle piece.
Oh,
kinda
nice.
fill it in.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can just be as
So
colorful
as
as
a
you want.
laser owner, what do you have to do besides throw the party? Because it sounds like you just got a box of shit that's already done.
So I just cut the rounds out, and I cut the so in her party it's like you build it with pieces of wood and you nail gun it together, and then you put mounts for hanging it and shit. I say skip all that, cut 2 circles and put a damn hanger on there.
Like a
We have a
rope.
laser.
Wire or something.
Yeah, we have a laser, so we cut holes. So
Word.
I just cut 2 holes, skip all that back part, just cut the round out, 2 holes for the hanger, and then
You better
cut
be
out the letters
charging
and the
less for
shape.
that skeezy ass shit.
No, 3M. Thank you very much. It's not cheap.
I don't even get any metal hardware with my fucking sign. What a ripoff.
That's right, baby.
Well, it's nice to see that you're kind of taking the class and modifying it for what works for you anyway.
Yeah.
I want to know how it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I was I'm interested in finding the lazy way to see if it works also.
Hell yeah.
That's I'd be sitting here like, yes.
well, you keep the cost down, which increases profit. That's the whole point.
Lazy
Like,
employees find the most efficient way to do things.
When you have
And
laser,
I
you
would-
cut holes. Yes, Jack, I
really
totally
like
agree.
to hit that one too. Oh, look at that.
uh,
Laura said, I prefer her plank sign option. I've done that course too.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds like a winner.
but yeah, so I'm kind
What
of
is
like
that? Just like a fucking piece of
You
scrap
ever
out
seen
of
the one where
like
it says,
the
like,
Pooch
home,
seconds
home?
box.
Yeah.
cut
It's
out
like
letters.
it's like 3 pieces of wood, and then you can either stick them inside a frame or like back nail them.
I don't know. You guys know this about me, but I never want to do anything that I can't do 100% on the laser. Like if I have to touch it with a single thing after it comes off of the laser, I'm out. I'm already out. You've already lost.
Yeah,
me.
boys. I was telling boys that I
Says
really
the guy with
want
the vibratory tumblers.
Yeah, well, it's badass. That's cool. But that's different. That's like
Mm-hmm.
to toss it into another
Changing the
thing.
rules.
I dropped it and it fell into the tumbler and then I forget about it and then at the end of the day I go pull it out and I just put it down and then I'm done. I'm talking about like sanding and gluing and fucking cutting and
yeah.
Okay,
not doing any of that.
the plank is 4 pieces, and I bought a nail brad gun. That's what Laura's saying.
Smash the like button if you remember Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
That's my plank impression.
It's too late.
Hey,
It's
look,
already
I'm a hot
smashed.
dog. All
Go
right.
ahead.
I love my tools and any excuse to buy one. Yeah, that's the truth.
I was gonna
Laura.
say, yeah. I mean, say less, and I'll buy the Brad nail gun. I'll still get it.
Coraline ripped the cabinet door off of our pantry the other day because she was like hanging on it. So she just like ripped it right out of the screws right off the hinge, you know? So I put the screws back through the hinge into the holes where they used to be in the door, filled that, like backfilled it with super glue, and then sealed that in with hot glue around the edges. Totally where it's like stronger than it was before.
That's the kind of guy that cuts holes with lasers.
That's right.
That's right.
I did a
He can
bang
cut
up
them.
job.
I was gonna say this isn't the moment Alex says he starts a wood shop. buys all the tools and creates his own cabinet door.
I know.
Jesus Christ. So because she broke that, I went ahead and bought a CNC.
Could you imagine me? Could you imagine me doing one of those like one of those like epoxy pour like tabletops?
Oh, there you go.
I could actually.
Jack
Really?
and the Chop is right.
Yeah.
Toothpicks work well for that.
How
you would
What
need
do
a buddy
with the
though.
toothpicks.
I feel like that would be something you would do if I was up there or Matt.
If you had the whole like, you know how like you have the handle and it like screws in.
Yeah.
So what you do is you like it's basically just wood, right? All it is, it just needs something to grab hold of and twist into. So you take the hardware and move it out of the way, crack the toothpicks and just push them in. So it creates like a wooden plug. And then you put the hardware back in place and take the screw from where it would have gone in, and it'll actually go through that and
it
it'll
like
grab.
expands.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll do that when my hot glue super glue fix inevitably fails.
I know how to do that, by the way, because I have broken many things. So yeah, it's definitely like one of that and like a wood plug. Like if you were a woodworker, you know, like the little wood plugs, you can go.
And yes, Kyle can confirm I would be much more likely to take on a project like that if you were physically here for it.
Well, I know what you didn't break is your razor. Matt.
Who, Matt? Oh yeah. You mean on his tree trunks?
Yeah, what's funny? Sorry. Yeah, no, it was funny because like I woke up this morning, so I did this last night before bed. Like it's just getting stupid, you know. Like you go to eat some soup and it's just in your beard, and then you go to have a cup of coffee and it's like in your mustache, and you're like, I mean, I'm not like I basically just throw food at the food hole.
Did you do it with like a straight razor?
Yeah, so I do. I'm a wet shaver person.
God,
so I literally have like a little, and I just have like, and that's it.
I do it with the clippers.
Yeah, well, I definitely use the clippers to get here. But before I do, my favorite thing is I always like do different shapes and stuff. I have some pictures. So I got rid of this first and I got rid of this. And so I had like a handlebar mustache that went all the way down and connected to some really thick chops.
The
hell yeah, brother.
What's that? Who's that guy from Jumanji? That's the dad.
The hunter.
The hunter guy, yeah.
Hunter.
The pike.
So I did that. Then I went full 1980s dad and just had the stash that went all the way down to here.
Oh, beautiful.
But then I also kept the pork chops. So basically, I had the big mustache and just the pork chops. So handlebars, pork chops, then just the stash.
If you had walked out of your house like that, someone would have just given you a 4-wheeler for free.
Yeah, well, that and I would have. I mean, I live in Florida, so I already have one. You know, but I would have had to upgrade to a 3-wheeler. Straight 1980s Hulk Hogan style with a flag on the back.
Word.
So yeah.
Take it straight to Flavortown.
I lost a bet one time a bet one time on a fundraiser, and I grew my beard out, and I said, whoever donates the most money to this this cause, that you get to choose what I get to shape my beard into. And they chose butthole beard. It was just hair around my mouth.
What is it with you and losing bets? Wasn't there an E-Stop episode where you like bleached your hair?
Yeah, I had to dye my beard black, man.
God, dude, you need to stop making bets. You're not good at it.
The bet was if you donate over $1,000 in 24 hours, it wound up being $6,000 for them. So it's a worthy cause.
Let's see. So that's me with my beard, right? So hey guys, how's it going? Matt from Laser Everything here.
You look like you fell out of a homeless encampment.
Yeah, then
Florida man lives under a damn bridge.
Oh, that should have stayed.
Dude.
I don't know why you got rid of that.
Dude, come on, Ted Lasso, bro.
This is the best
instead of liter of cola.
That's definitely Ted Lasso vibes.
That's literally just be like, hey guys, I got some
right
for
there.
You look like you're about to teach a class on Rex Kwando.
Yeah,
you look like straight ass Super Troopers.
So, you guys think you know Taekwondo?
Why does it smell like sex in here?
Like, here's what Jack in the Shop has to say about my mustache picture.
No.
No.
Mike C is saying Matt's beard bibs.
Oh, yeah, goatee. I did do the goatee. I had it, by the way, it was so thick. I was going to leave it for today and just leave the big bushiness of the bottom part and the mustache.
I can't do any of that. Dude. I have like the Guy Fawkes thing going on. So I have like the stash comes out and then the beard comes down, but they never touch. Ever.
Yeah,
they
you
just
literally
turn
just let it keep growing and growing and growing and growing. Also, in case you guys
I've done
don't
it,
know,
dude. I look like a
about beard.
fucking Yeti. I'll find
Boyce and Kyle probably know. Like, I actually have like a beard comb, and like when you get like
the real men in the room know what I'm talking about.
You have to train it. At least I do. I have a curly beard. So, anyways, Laura said that's Breaking Bad right there, or Fargo. I could actually see Fargo.
Yes.
Fargo. Dope.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, yeah. Kind of funny looking guy. Oh, yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about laser day.
What, is there a Canadian around?
Yeah, that would have been me. Canadian me.
Word.
I was going to say
Canadian
Laura was
bacon.
saying what about the duct tape to Matt, but she was saying it to Alex. Matt, you could have just waxed with duct tape, Matt. It's fine.
Yeah. Just pure blood pouring off my face. Did somebody star what Gret said? Is that what that is? Oh, hey, look. We actually have a real question. Speaking of vibratory tumblers, what's that above Boyce's left shoulder? Lake Michigan, or does he have lasers settings for medical grade silicone?
Lake Michigan.
Nope, it's just a layered map.
Yeah, Boyce actually did a video about it.
9 layers of wood.
There it is back YouTube. There. Grab that sexy thing.
If you guys are on TikTok, look up an account called Jose Monkey.
Ooh.
So a little depth to it.
It's relevant.
Did you just say hosing monkey?
Jose Monkey, yeah. Pretty cool.
Jose
Monkey.
Imagine waiting around for us and we get here and we're like, hey guys, welcome to the channel. We're going to be talking about Jose Monkey right now.
TikTok.
Dude, Jose Monkey's dope. I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok. I've been working on a short form content.
Ooh, Gretch.
You do a lot of stuff in the shop that looks cool.
Gresh says you can 3D print a device to keep your mustache out of the soup when you eat it.
Can you imagine going to a restaurant and being like, one second?
It would literally be like the fucking reverse bear trap from Saw. Just
stupid. Vince is talking about all of his.
I could have used one of those for the first cup of cocoa I've had in over a year.
What's up, guys, and welcome to your favorite comedy podcast, Emergency Stop.
Blue upside down. Oh, shit. Gret said I thought it was a blue upside down eggplant. Thank God we don't have any guests on.
Edit that out.
If we had a guest on, I would be behaving.
Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
Get Anthony
up, G?
in here.
All right.
Anthony, you want in?
There's got to be people with some questions tonight or something.
So why aren't you in the studio tonight, Alex?
Because what the fuck are you talking? Dude, I've been in the studio once in the last 12 months. I've done a podcast from the studio.
Well, you just have a brand new setup.
I still have kids in my house. And was he here last week? I don't understand. Did you talk?
I was here.
You just were present? I did it from the studio.
He literally,
I know that.
He got permission. He got the permission from the boss to
that's
be there last time.
But that was you think that's going to happen 2 weeks in a row? I'm just going to bail on bedtime. You've lost your mind, sir.
His kids would kill him.
He said, sir.
What's left of Miranda would kill him. That's the thing.
Right. That's right.
Kids hanging from the ceiling with parts of Miranda.
Fair enough.
The puddled husk of human that used to be my wife would murder me. It'd be like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I picture it being like The Ring when the corpse crawls out of the thing. Anyways,
good times.
Well, what are you guys working on this week? Since we're just waiting, what are you guys working on this week? I just got an order yesterday for 100 motorcycle parts from the guy who I always cut them for. Yeah, so it's gonna smell like an acrylic nail salon here. It's gonna be yummy. What?
I used to have this cat. I adopted him when he was like 14 years old. His name was Dr. Kenneth, and his catchphrase was, he could save everyone but himself. Just random fun fact. Sorry.
Can I show the video of you moving the laser?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm really excited that you said yes. Okay.
I don't know if you noticed, but it's the thumbnail for this.
No, I
podcast.
It's the one you like this, or the one
it's the ass crack one.
Even better.
I assumed you were going to play it, so I just made it the thumbnail.
Oh, that's the best. Okay, so here's the best part of having set up. So Alex and I during the daytime set up the initial like cameras for like the what is now the set, right? Then Kyle came in a little later in the afternoon and we kind of made some precise placements of cameras, like it had like Mark 1, Mark 2, all those things. And then that was last week. So for the rest of the week, last week and yesterday, I've been able to like help Alex with a couple things, and we've kind of been putting some shots together. Kyle's been putting some shots together. But yesterday he had some ideas to make some set adjustments.
I did.
And for like set 1, set 2, which is what you guys saw last week, and then set 3 is like the other side. And he's like, I just made a drastic decision. And all I hear is and
what
like, and like literally like, and I'm just like, oh my God, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong? What's wrong? And he goes, just watch the camera when I come back in. So I'm like, what is happening? So here comes Alex wheeling in the Ranger from Light Object. He's literally got this huge desktop unit, and it is a desktop unit, but it's like a desktop. It's a thick desktop.
It's as big as it can get without being considered not a desktop.
It's a desktop unit that could crush you to death.
Yeah, well, it's the same one
well-built.
where Alex was with Jimmy, and he goes, Kyle! And screamed,
Where's Kyle?
Where's Kyle? It is the where's Kyle.
So if you're trying to compare it to a human being, and you put it next to Jimmy and Alex, it's like their whole body, like all of them.
It's about 200 pounds.
Okay, so I gotta. All right, hold on. I gotta open these in browsers so it's easy to see. I'm so excited for this. All right,
And
you
the
guys.
rest was history.
Yeah, you guys.
You guys.
You guys
Cover it real quick while I get this ready. I got a whole series.
Hey, you guys.
Well, Mike C says, "What's your go-to for pint glasses, rotary or Project Mark?"
I would have to ask: are they glass, or are they coated tumblers?
Yeah.
They're
They're
glass.
coated tumblers.
Has to
Project
be
Mark all the
rotary.
way. Yeah, if it's glass, rotary, because it's really difficult to project Mark
Oh my
around
God.
a curve that big
This here, look at
with
this.
UV.
This was the AP laser that Michael and I got before the epilogue. So I always say my first CO2 laser was an epilogue. It wasn't really. It was this AP laser. And
Is
this
that one of the gravestone ones?
yes.
Oh my God, dude!
And it was so bad. I mean, it wasn't like bad, but it was just we didn't know what we were doing, and it was kind of bad. And it has some major design flaws. Michael had it for like 2 weeks, and then he packed it back up into the crate and made them come pick it up and send it
Oh
back.
shit!
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's an
how
unhappy
quick.
camper.
That's how quick he got over it. I'm just
Wow.
yeah.
I can literally picture him like being like, "Well, done with this shit."
Put it back in a box.
Yeah,
Return to sender.
he was done.
Well, Mike C says he's on glass, so it has to be rotary. Yeah.
Rotary on
Rotary,
UV,
bro.
yeah.
I can tell you let's see, if he's got a UV laser, I'm assuming, right, to do glass.
You would
You
assume
never
so.
know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I used the Rotoboss low roller, and it did actually. Here's like an example.
I mean,
Like
you're
I
not doing
said.
project mark with a gantry laser.
Yeah. So this is a messed up. Like this was like my practice one, but you can see like this right here, which I think was about 3 inches, right? It just went all the way across, and it says Dustin and Hillary, and it's got their date and all that stuff. It made this in about 2.5 minutes, I think, on a UV laser, because the UV laser etches pretty slow. But it came out like super frosty. And then I did a QR code on it too, which is hard to see, I know, but I'm looking for like a dark. I need to get like a napkin. Like we need to have like a dark napkin. But anyways, it's really great. So
You should get your beard hair for that.
yeah, I used to think I used to be like. But anyways, that's definitely a really effective tool with it. So the low roller. Also, Pyburn just came out with their grip, which I think a lot of people are using on glass. When I see that, so that's another option for you. If you're gonna do glasses with an actual like the D80, like the actual Chuck style,
Metal.
Yeah, put something on those
I was gonna
trucks.
say that's kind of why the Pyburn grip is nice, and also
That should be a t-shirt.
what?
Got to put something on those chucks. That's your t-shirt. Funny.
You're an idiot. Anyway,
I'm writing that down. I'm gonna work on that. I think
Write it down. I like it.
Put
some on those chucks.
There's a bunch of tools for that. That's the name of our podcast.
Put
A bunch of tools for that.
Son.
All right, I've almost got these ready. Oh, this is gonna be so great.
It's taking quite a while, sir.
I'm
it's literally on my desktop.
Oh my god!
I forgot all about what you're supposed to be doing anyway.
He's playing the video of me breaking my back lifting the Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Real quick. Here we go. I got this. All right, hold on. Present, share screen. Let me make sure I got the right screen here. All right.
Oh, my groin.
Here we go. So this was the first one, right? You ready?
I'm ready, Freddy.
It takes a minute for it to share, I remember. God dang it. All right, well, let's see. If I hit play. All right, here we go. Take two, baby.
Nope.
That sounds like the wrong one.
Yeah, it is. But I've got the right one ready.
Oh.
I'm making it so bad.
Let me know when you're ready to try again, Matt.
Sorry, Jess.
What's she
yeah.
doing?
Lori asked, are any of you guys going to the APA in Vegas in February?
I'm still broke from LBX, so no. Next year.
Broken from the LBX.
Matt keeps saying he's going to go alone on a vacation, but I doubt it.
He's trying to convince me not to go. He's like, why would you waste your time and money here?
I'm just saying, if you're going on vacation, the APA is not the place to go.
Tell me more, Alex. Share your wisdom with us.
Oh, yeah, hey, that's a good one.
So this is what made all this happen today. So Alex literally was like, hey, this is what I look like after 8 hours of editing. Because this morning, like,
It's
I literally came into work, and it was basically, he's like, I'm like, dude, how you feeling today? And he was like, "Brr," and this was his picture after editing for
my enemies thank you. That's actually a screenshot from the light object trip.
Well, what I said is you can do it, put your back into it was my answer to that. And
you got to show the video.
I know, but I'm just showing people this is
you got them all worked up for the video now, and nobody is seeing the video.
All right, okay. So, anyways, this is the best part. So, okay,
you're losing them.
Open this. All right, view.
We just went down to 39 viewers. People are bored.
Oh god, no, come back, viewers.
Baby, come back.
Oh my god. All right, here we go. Open with media player.
Beam It Up says this is painful. We can't see it, just so you know.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh my god. All right,
hold on. Wrong window.
Stop sharing.
You're fired.
All right. This is where I need to be able to like share my entire screen, but I can't for some reason. This only lets me do.
You got to click to the second one over. It says entire screen.
I am starting the process of playing it on my
own.
So that everybody knows it will happen.
I'm going to go record the video, upload it, and then share it before Matt gets it ready.
Oh my god. Yeah. See, like it's just waiting now. It's waiting.
Waiting for what?
I don't know. For stream, like this thing always wants to like make me wait a minute. Can you hear it?
There it is. There it is. I hear that.
You hear him cussing at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hear it, but we don't see anything.
It's not my fault. StreamYard takes a minute for it to process.
It's not my fault. Wow, mine opened immediately. Okay, great. I'm going to play it.
Oh, Christopher's talking about me. Hottie with a body.
Body with a hottie. All right, guys, check it out. Wrong screen, though.
Way to go. You just canceled it.
That's what a real man looks like.
I don't know why this isn't showing.
I'm waiting for the pants to rip. Oh, no.
Sorry. It's so great.
This cannot go on the audio podcast form.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be great. Did you want to add it to stage, dummy?
Oh, baby. That looks
this is the 58-second. This was the long video.
Don't worry. This has bad written all over it.
He says,
Matt told me to do a stretch first.
Oh, shit.
Just keep watching.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Unexpected.
Okay.
Unexpected.
Don't ever do this, guy. This is a team lift project right here.
I'm not exerting myself at the moment.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If you put your foot and weight on the cart, it'll help pull it back.
Oh,
I love how the thing opens mockingly.
popping like
You.
a damn microwave.
Yeah, dude, that was the worst. Those gas pistons suck. All right, that was the first one. Now I'll download the second one. Here we go.
Oh my god. I'll have the audio up nice and loud for you.
Oh, he's support against the wall. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. Well, that was Matt and Kyle's idea.
Alex was like, "What if I just did nothing?"
Here we go. Take two, baby.
There it is. Crack
Yep,
kills,
there it
baby.
is.
There it is.
That's right.
With a piece of tape.
Carpenter's.
I worked
tool
hard
there.
for that crack.
Well, that bad boy is.
Oh, yeah. You saw it, the victory pose there at the end.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
That's exactly how you don't do it.
The best part was he couldn't see that it was literally like 75% hanging off the table.
Yeah,
He's
it
like,
was.
it's perfect. What are you talking
He's
about?
like, boom, done.
He's like, it's about to fall off and kill you.
It's just like, I hope I'm never reincarnated as a laser machine.
Physics for the win. All right.
Oh, yikes.
And that's how Alex got his forklift operator certificate.
OSHA will approve.
Oh, yo, check it out.
Got a question,
Alan
Yeah.
Kilgore says, "Hey guys, love the content. Really appreciate the coin stream last week. My question is, how do I change my subscription on the LMA? Currently, I have Master Classic and would like to upgrade." That's awesome news, Alan. Thank you. First off, second of all,
You got it.
what is the upgrade process?
So what you do, you go
Thank
up to
you.
the top right. You'll see your little profile circle, and from there you can go to your view your plan, and you can basically, there should be a drop down or a list where you can choose a different plan if you want to upgrade, downgrade, whatever. One note to keep in mind is Master Classic. There's a reason why it's in parentheses as Classic. It is no longer available.
Yeah.
So you are grandfathered in, which is information to everyone who is on a Classic plan.
Yeah, the laser man, basically the crux of that is that the old Laser Master Academy tiers didn't really have an effect on the content that you were allowed to access. So for $8 a month, you just got everything that was ever added to the LMA ever. And that's still true because we wanted to respect that sale that we made for your support. Sure. When you upgrade, you are effectively surrendering that Classic plan just because of the way the tech works. And if you don't sign up for the Delta subscription tier or better, you are losing access to something. So while we appreciate that gesture, think seriously before you do so, because upgrading to Delta will cost you a cool $25 a month, which can definitely add up over time. If you're not concerned about that, by all means, please upgrade. We'd love to have you on the Delta plan. That would be awesome. But we don't want you to needlessly whisk away access to content that you might otherwise enjoy. So it's a great point, Kyle. I definitely wouldn't have thought to bring that up. So
Yep.
Thank you.
So
Gamma's $14.99, right? And then Delta's $25.
Yeah, it's $4.99 for Alpha, Beta's $9, Gamma's $14. That's the lowest tier. That includes access to the support forums, and then Delta's $25. Delta and above, because some people wanted, like, we got some guy just signed up for the $150 a month tier. Because some people are just crazy in love with Matt's face. They're going to be really disappointed when they see he shaved.
That's actually why I shaved. It said,
"Oh, did they request it?
Please get that muskrat off your face." And I was like, "You got it.
Worth it." So Delta and above, just it's still unlimited access. But anyway,
It's just like appreciation tiers.
Yeah.
Yep.
150. That's significant.
Let's see. It seemed like a good idea.
Some people want to.
Rory said it seemed like a good idea.
Like crazy.
It was a good idea, and I was successful.
The best part was Alex was like, I thought Alex had said the reason it's like that weird footage and like my shaky hand videoing my screen. I thought Alex, I swear to God, I heard him say, "You better not record this," and I was like, like instantly, that's like I'm gonna record this.
Miranda says nearly every laser in our shop has been dropped. Correction, every laser in our shop has been dropped. It's part of our review testing thing. We actually have a checkbox for it. Drop test. Check.
It's called shock absorption. Okay,
Right.
It's gonna be in the next laser class.
Christopher has something to say about that too.
G-force trauma quality control. Pass or fail.
Chris,
I mean,
Chris has something to say
Always
about that too.
fail.
Yeah, I see that. And
Here at Laser Everything, we know all about trauma. Like, and then, like shoot in the
that was
forehead.
horrible. Doesn't give an option to choose another plan. Looks like the only way is to cancel and start a new sub. I think you can upgrade through the current tiers that way, but I don't think you can get out of a classic tier the way that you described, Kyle.
So
Yeah, you'd have to cancel and start a new sub, which sucks. But unfortunately, we don't. We host our thing on a service called Mighty Networks. So while we get some control over things, it's at the end of the day, the framework is theirs, and we kind of have to do their nonsense.
I like Christopher said can confirm.
Yeah, we saw that.
Well, yeah,
Thanks, Chris.
I just wanted to reiterate it.
Marcus says, "Hey, love watching you guys talk about the CO2 and fiber. I have a diode. Who do you guys recommend watching for diode stuff? Hopefully more so us soon-ish. All of us at this point have a literal pile of diode lasers, and I finally feel like I have the space that I can actually like, because they're big, not in like the CO2 kind of way, but they need a table.
They take up space.
Unless you have an EG Max.
I need
then it is in
the other
size of
problem.
CO2.
Honestly, one of the major inconveniences with me doing diode laser content is all of the tables in both shops at this point, both the shop and the studio, are all way longer than they need to be and way too narrow. So like there's always 2 feet that are just like hanging off the edge of the table. I need like a square like dinner table to put one on almost,
We're gonna get you some plywood, and we're just gonna make one of those shop tables
plywood.
bigger.
It's hideous. It looks awful, especially with all of the new effects.
It's just how it works.
Dave is saying set up the lasers vertically.
Yeah, I saw Dave say that.
I don't know how the motors would respond to that. I feel like they would.
Diodes don't really like that.
Yeah.
As it's going, it's just pulling against gravity.
Yeah, diodes don't really like that.
Yeah, and by the way, Alan said he understood on the upgrade. Just wanted to provide support. Thanks, man. Appreciate
We
it.
Appreciate it, Alan. Thank you.
I will say, if you're thinking about the diodes, I don't know when, boys, you got one, right?
Yeah, I just got
two.
one.
I was gonna say,
gotta
boys
get
got
my-
one, 2. Yeah,
I'm working on my fiber.
Oh,
I can set up my ventilation, then it's out the window, and I'll start making some photos and stuff.
yeah.
So
And then we also had, I think, a couple other ones that are gonna get soon. All right, what's Alex freaking out about?
I took a photo on my way out of the office today, and I wanted to share it.
If the y-axis was vertical, I think it could be doable. That's what Anthony said.
Yeah, Anthony's probably the expert on the damn diodes now. He's
Dude, that
kinda
guy
like,
can make a diode sing.
damn.
I don't know, dude. I really think that there would be like slippage. I feel like the teeth in the belt aren't thick
Already
with 2 C's enough to hold against gravity. I feel like as it was moving up, he would drop steps, but that's based on nothing other than my gut. Check this out.
almost straight up that.
Ooh, we crate.
Oh,
We create. That's even
that's
better.
Pokemon
Hey,
card.
Pokemon. It looks like a dingling.
Yeah, I took this video because in the game that Chris and I are playing online right now, there's a big monster that looks like a spot that sucks. So I was going to send it over the top. Anyway, the We Create came in finally. I don't think I've talked to you guys about this at all, but
You mentioned it was
Yes, I
something you
have.
wanted to do, but now you can.
now I can't. Dude, that box is heavy. I was not expecting it to be super heavy. It's like really, really heavy.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't this like a fully enclosed laser too?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'll just kick it into the studio because kick test check. So I like
Trauma.
kicked it and like hurt my foot, like it didn't move. That's how heavy it is. So I'm gonna
It bit back.
Maybe we can do a live stream tomorrow. I'd like to do a live.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Cool.
Yeah, the We Create's here. I don't know if you guys know what this is. I certainly didn't when I agreed to take it. I thought it was a CO2 laser. And then Kyle was kind enough to be like, "You're a dumb idiot."
Nice.
What?
But this is it.
What did I say?
You said I was a dumb idiot. Yeah,
I did not say you were a dumb idiot.
He did. I don't know which We Create Vision. What is it?
I did confirm it's a diode.
Is that it? I guess that's it. The We Create Vision. Yeah, it's a 20-watt laser for $12.99. That's about right for 20 watts.
I mean, you can get higher wattage for lower cost, but they don't come enclosed.
Look at that coil.
Yeah,
it's like springy. That's kind of smart.
Oh, look, Lightspeed Laser Engraving said just bought the We Create 20 watts fully enclosed rotary attached to the frame. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Self-focusing built-in air assist. Fantastic machine.
Nice.
Ooh,
I don't know about this one button thing. I don't like that. I like things with screens, but the jury will be out until.
Hey, Lightspeed, what's the
oh yeah, look at it. You see it? Look.
Software like.
Look.
I want to know what the software. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
You see it hiding in there?
Look at that.
Little Chuck.
Interesting. Yeah.
Have Blue says, I can already imagine the meme. Ceiling laser is watching you engrave.
So whoever just asked about diode lasers, there you go. We'll unbox this shit tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Dude, look at how far they've come. And like that's the thing about diodes is there's so much diversity in them, like the way that they're made.
Yeah.
What's the workspace on that guy? 600. That's the speed.
Let me see. I will find out.
2 feet.
I don't know anything about that. I'm literally tomorrow.
I think it was like 12
blind.
by 20 or something, but I don't remember.
So it's kind of almost like a glow forge, like as far as like
it's like a diode.
Yeah, I was thinking it's probably about the same thing as a glow forge would be my guess. Or like
it can't be that big because they're not bragging about it. So
you got down there 20 watts. Yeah, they definitely are not talking about the space. Here we go.
Product dimensions, electrical requirements,
software.
No.
Did it just give you 2 different dimensions?
5 inches of z-axis movement. That's decent.
Well, that's pretty good.
Camera. Oh, here we go. Working area 420 by 290. So it's like you get like a foot,
almost 12 by 17
by like a little more than a foot.
Yeah, and that's actually Lightspeed just answered. He said, make it software, but like native software, I'm guessing he's saying, but you can use Lightburn with it also. And the burn space is about 12 by 16.
What is that, like A4?
It's bigger than A4.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it weighs about 42 pounds. That's why when you kicked it, it didn't move. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heavy boy, dude.
Well, that's what I mean. It's got an air assist inside of it. I mean, look at that next to that little kid. That's literally like
I know. Get this kid out of here, dude.
That's all of Nugget right there, or half of Ollie.
Laser is finally easy. Well, we will put that to the test.
Lasers is finally easy.
Rich
nice,
very nice.
He cannot afford. Great success.
Yeah.
Auto lifting design.
Yep, feel like telescopes.
Have Blue said, so big enough to laser a kid. Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
At least the runt in your family.
1-click speed and power settings. You know what's been really fun is messing around in like XCS when I'm playing with the X tool. I've kind of like had fun like exploring other softwares. has been fun instead of like the same.
Are you cheating on Lightburn?
Yeah, even when they're not. I'm not saying that they're better. Obviously, Lightburn is the best, but like it's been neat. I feel like I'm exploring like a new part of the woods.
Having variety is not a bad thing.
You're the
It
English
sounds
teacher.
so much like you're trying to justify to your friends why you cheat. You're like, listen, Lightburn is the best. Okay, it makes some delicious casseroles, but sometimes a man needs some pie. Like what?
Adios mio. Boy.
Yeah, he said the Make It software is similar to XCS. So that's cool.
They
So
fucking
basically you'll have
just
to-
shameless, dude. They just dropped the D1 right in there. They put tape over the X-Tool logo. They're like, nah.
Don't look at this.
600 millimeters per second. It's pretty fast.
What
I
it
feel
says-
like
what it
you're going to
should say
put
on the
that to the
right-
test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the right, it's like we create vision.
Bro.
Trash hole.
I want to know how stable their gantry is to really be pushing that kind of
Well,
speed.
it's 40 pounds.
Because there's a lot of CO2s that can't even handle that. And if you're moving a 20-watt module, 20-watt like diode modules are not light per se.
Yeah.
Like,
You'll
And
find
they're
out tomorrow.
certainly not typically lighter than the head of a gantry.
it's
As
got some
long-
circle upgrades.
I wonder what pack they sent. Look at this. They got like a
It's
fancy
going to
rotary
be
pack.
a surprise tomorrow, I guess.
Maybe that's why it's so heavy. Maybe they sent me the clean air pack. I literally don't know what I agreed to. When they sent me the email, I was like, "Oh, that's like a teeny tiny little CO2 laser. I totally want that." And
That's
then
literally what he did.
I just said yes. They were like, "We're gonna send you blah blah blah," and I wasn't listening, and I just was like, "Cool," and just send it. And then they sent it, and then Kyle was like, "Oh, you're getting a diode."
But look at what Lightspeed said. That's
His
crazy.
X-Tool M1 is now officially a paperweight.
The M1 is the one with the cutter in it, right? I think it is. It has like an actual.
I think
like,
that's
blade
the
cutter.
changeable tool head one.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I think.
Fume
But they have the
extraction,
S1 now, which is like the direct competition for this model. I feel like, right? Like the We Create and the S1 are like head to head combat, and the fume extractor does a great job. Cool. Well, if I can make it into the shop tomorrow, I will unbox that. Lori
that's
wants to know
because
what
there's
a
gonna be like a
diode.
crazy storm.
What will a diode do that my CO2 and fiber won't? The diode will provide you with a very small dot size on organic materials. So fiber and diode, it's like apples and oranges. The fibers for inorganics like metals. So we're not really going to make a comparison there, but where you're overlapping in materials in the organics area, which is CO2 and diode's job, the CO2 has a much bigger dot size. So if you're doing things like large format photos, you can get away with doing that kind of work on a CO2. But when you scale that down and you're doing smaller items, you need those pixels to be as small as humanly possible, so you can get the most detail out of your photos. The diode will blow away the CO2 laser every single time. It's not even a contest. If you're doing photos the right way, it's not even remotely close.
Boys, grab that thing over your shoulder. Go grab the skull
Yeah, the skull.
and show people this.
Another factor too is like if your diode is out of focus, you might have a huge dot size.
Yeah.
We were helping somebody on the LMA not that long ago with
Trying to get it
they could not get their
really-
dot size smaller on their diode, and they were concerned that they got a bad module. They weren't expecting a dot that big. It turns out that what they were using to set focus wasn't setting it properly or accurately enough. And you got to remember that the focal distance on a diode module is so tight and so small for a focal range that if you're off by a little bit, a millimeter or two, it can really blow that dot size out of proportion.
Chris says we've got some great photo engraving and details in the lanterns we cut.
Yeah,
If you guys don't know,
stuff.
Chris is my little brother, and we had him on a podcast maybe like 6-ish months ago where he showed us that one of the D&D guy like throwing a dagger or something. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good showcase of like the diode's photo potential. But yeah, that's really That's really what you want to use diodes for. If you already have a CO2, raster images is diodes kind of domain.
And also that skull that was behind, that's why I was telling Boyce to hold it up. Like that was actually made by Creality. Has I think that was the Falcon. So that's one, and like you can literally see like the image that it had, like the bone actually has like, you know, like texture to it. And so when you're looking at it up close, that's why it's just really, really crazy for that.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like if you don't already have a CO2, diodes are a great low cost entry point into the laser world. I'd never forget, baby. They're a great low cost entry point into the laser world, and they tackle all the same materials as CO2. So whether you can't afford the space for a CO2 as far as the footprint goes, or you can't afford the cost of a CO2 because they're considerably more expensive for something decent, the diodes are a very, very, very easy way for anyone with any budget, literally any budget, to get into lasers. So diodes are great for that too. But it sounds like, Lori, from what you've said, you have a CO2 and a fiber. So, but there's definitely still a space in your laser arsenal for the diode where that is going to outperform your other machines. So,
yep. And the other thing that would be nice too is if you, that's one of those things where you could actually have one that you use for cutting and one for engraving. Like the fact that the WeCreate goes that fast, it's that's pretty neat. And that's where you could have one that's just cutting out the blanks and running those, especially if it's got the camera set up like that WeCreate has. So it'll be really interesting to see how that, like those have really come a long way. But the other thing is we were just talking about the diversity that you can have for your shop and like the tools that you need. So you can get, also what's really nice about them is they're modular. So if you, with certain ones, you can actually buy upgrades. They're up to like 30 or 40 watts. And I think there's even like a 60 watt we saw one time or something wild. So you can really buy some beefy machines for what you need. So pretty cool.
Blue says Alex is right. Even if it craps out, a diode is a fantastic first step. I don't regret getting the Niji despite the limited lifespan.
Yeah, Have Blue earlier said that he was a little salty over it, how fast it crapped out.
Yeah,
just his experience.
My diodes make my Glowforge Plus look like a first grader. Rarely ever use it anymore.
I just picture Lightspeed driving by a kid.
I mean, especially if you're doing detail work, the Glowforge is still a CO2 laser, and the dot size has physical limitations with CO2. They just do. Yeah. So if you're going for detailed work, especially with raster images, you're not going to beat a diode with a CO2.
Well, maybe I'll do, once I get everything set up here and finished, I might do like a side-by-side of the exact same photo and see if you can look at side-by-side comparison.
You know, if it's the size of a wallet or a business card, the CO2 one's going to look like a blur, and the diode one is going to look like a photo. So, I mean, look, Kyle had to go, that photo in the backdrop of Kyle's set there is a massive, massive piece of plywood. And
it's
even that,
the full size of my CO2.
Dude, how many, because that wasn't the first one you did many more that were significantly smaller than that. Yeah, right. And you can see the dots.
Damn.
So, you know, that same photo on a diode, it's night and day. I wish it was at the office. I'd show you guys some really good examples.
You can get 2 to 3 times the DPI.
Yeah.
Depending on the tube of CO2 that you're using.
Which is a big difference. It doesn't sound big. 2 to 3 times, you're like, okay, whatever. But it's like so many more dots.
And then
it's not like, okay, so like 1080p versus 4K is like 4x the resolution, right?
Yeah.
It's not the same comparison. It's like 480p to 4K. In terms of like viewing resolution, it looks that different depending on like your source image and stuff. And which lasers you're comparing.
Epilogue M2. What's that? What's an Epilogue M2?
That's the
they have an RF
one I started with. It's their like
middle of the road.
Like, yeah, just it's like the CO2 laser.
Christopher said, I might be doing a 6 to 7 hour DM shield on the diode because I hate myself.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
You
At
poor
least it's not
bastard.
just randomly shutting off anymore. That was so bizarre.
That was my Discord from my actual D&D channel.
Boop.
Do we want to talk about his experience with that diode laser?
The Atezer, yeah. Chris gave the Atezer a 0 out of 10, and it's held together with literal staples and like Scotch tape, or is like holding his belt system together. To be fair, he's using it on a regular basis, and they're making and selling products on Etsy with it. But
well, I was going to say that the customer service end of it too.
that was awful. That was
they did not get. I mean, they got like negative support.
They did. They made things worse.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
We should have Chris back on or something. I'm going to send Chris. Chris can come.
Anthony said he did a
Chris,
20-hour mirror
Chris,
once.
come hang out with us.
The longest job I ever did on a diode, I think, was 9.5 hours. And I started it at 5 p.m.
See, I'd be still afraid
I'm like, this will take no
of a
time.
fire with a diode. I mean, they're not the strongest lasers, but they will start a fire fast. I mean, any laser will, but...
Well, yeah, think about it. You have, on a CO2, you have a little bit of air movement from the pressure, the air, and a lot of diodes don't come with that.
Yeah, one of the guys that I made a bunch of cups for who taught at the other high school in town. Well, now there's 4 high schools in town, but anyways, at the time there's only 2. And he literally was like, "Oh yeah, I've got a laser too. It's nice to meet you. I've got a laser too." I was like, "Oh, CO2," and he was like, "No, diode." And he said, "Yeah, I did a burn the other night where I'd been working on it since lunchtime, and when I went to sleep and left it, and I was like."
You did what?
Yeah, like, no. He's like, yeah. He's like, I know it's kind of dangerous. And I'm like, yeah, man. Like, all it takes is something to just ignite. Because, like, I can picture a piece of plywood that's got an air pocket inside of it. Poof, just a little ignition.
Yeah, you're going to be, like, kind of pregnant.
A quick, sad moment. Sad story. Have Blue said, the flame is how you know it's working. Like Kyle and Alex both went no.
Within 30 seconds, I've ignited a fire in my diode, which, mind you, those are with tested settings on the same material that never had a problem before. I literally could not get up and turn the machine off fast enough. I was less than 10 feet away, and the entire piece of material went up in flames. It really doesn't take much. I mean,
yeah, this season
fires are a problem. You never leave a laser unattended.
Yeah, this Christmas season I had to slap the emergency stop twice, and one of them was because in the middle of a run, my air compressor just stopped working. That's it. And I was cutting acrylic, and basically, if you don't know, shooting a laser beam, like I've got 150 watt, and when you shoot it at high power, low speed, at a piece of like basically ignitable plastic, all it was flames coming up, and it was for like 3 seconds, but it was like, whew, I felt like it was slow motion. I was like, no, and I was able to stop it because the air assist that actually funnels into, so on my laser, the air assist actually comes through where the beam comes down. And blows it out, blows it away. So literally, like, I was like, oh my God, if I burn up my encasing for the tube to go into, then I lost my air assist. And if I lost my air assist right now, so just in that like 3 seconds, it's just always gotta be watching it.
Yeah.
And Chris luckily said they're always right next to it, always watching. They never leave it in another room with
animals. You know why? Because
while they play games.
They fucking just sit there and play video games.
Yeah. Let's see. Lightspeed said 1.5 minutes away from my first glow forge, and I came back to a fried mess. Buy $4,000. Oh.
Yeah, even when I have to take a pee break, pause. It.
There's a pause button.
All it costs you is time, and man, it's cheaper than a new house.
You can push it really easy.
Or even just a new laser. Like there's a lot of times where you could like
Or
that's what I'm
increase
saying, like
insurance rates,
yeah.
or the price of an animal, or
Oh, the price of an
you
animal.
can't
Oh, no.
replace the people in your house.
Oh, no,
Yikes, dude,
Kyle.
that's dark.
Like,
It's true. It's true.
you just see a flaming cat go.
What?
Oh my God. Speaking of flaming cats, we're at an hour.
Oh, wow.
Dying.
Oh my god,
Voice
that
is
killed me.
dying.
That killed me. The
I
fucking
couldn't do
flaming.
it. I was in a race against the clock to find.
I've wondered what you've been doing. I can see your screen. I'm like, what
I'm
the heck
looking for a photo I did on a diode that was like really good, and all I can find is Coraline dressed up like a Saiyan,
What the
Hey,
which is super cool, but not what I was looking for. What I'm looking for is like a particularly cool diode photo that I did. And because I never archive my work stuff into dedicated work folders in Google Photos, I can't find it because it's just literally mixed in with everything else. I feel like I'm getting close. I feel like I'm like right there.
There's some
All for
comic
like 3
gold in
seconds.
here. So
Close the show.
Anthony said cue Sarah McLachlan music.
Oh.
Lightspeed said pause button or pee bottle. Choice is yours.
just saying Gatorade is great.
Gretch said cat fire suppression unit.
Oh, here you go. Okay. Do this with a CO2.
Oh yeah. That's pretty good.
Do that with a CO2 laser.
You know, in the Apple world, you could have just typed in business card and it would have popped up.
Yeah.
Was that somebody's cat that I just heard?
I'll say, speaking of
Yeah,
cats,
it's my cat.
Meow.
it's like ready to go up.
Samson
Still
wants his attention.
looking for another photo, but I don't think I'm going to find it, which is a huge bummer.
Well, then you had that one you did. No, it was a fiber. Never mind.
Have Blue's killing me tonight. He said, "What are the fiber settings for cat?"
Oh no.
We're gonna
Wood
update the parameter
photo.
files.
I think we need to revisit because it's been like a year
Oh,
since we started looking at doing it, and then Alex basically had to move, so it got put on pause. We should go back to measuring dot sizes.
now we have the microscope too.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
Alex
I don't think we
super
ever
fancy
really
microscope.
stopped.
We like
just
a
haven't
video about
done
it.
any reviews. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, reviews can whatever, but I mean,
Well,
like just
show people,
comparing
like,
the
it's
dot
like an
size.
actual visual,
Reviews,
yeah.
schmooze.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just comparing
it's
dot
definitely
sizes
time
to
to end the
explain
show.
and show the difference. Like put a name to a face kind of thing.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't take a picture of it.
Yeah, I think
Disappointed.
Kyle is right. It would be cool to see like on a aluminum business card, like a dot size of a diode, a dot size of a UV, a dot size, like all
Like
in
this
one.
was a line drawn with a 110 lens. This is a line drawn with a 300 lens.
Chris
on
had some
these
great
three
insight here.
wavelengths.
Chris had some great insight. I'll measure your dot size, Kyle.
I don't know if you have a measuring implement big enough, bud.
Oh,
Micrometer.
Please end the show.
all right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Laser Source Podcast. I appreciate you coming out and having a good time with us. If you got value out of this somehow, smash the like button before you head out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well, and hit the bell notification so that you get notified the next time we go live, or when we publish this heavily edited episode later. I don't know what to do. Hang out with me tomorrow. I'm probably going to go to the shop tomorrow. We can unbox the Recreate, and I can show you how to do fancy photos with them. That'll be fun.
And also follow us on TikTok if you haven't, because we've been doing more lives that are exclusive to TikTok.
We have. We did. They're not like, you're not going to learn very much if I'm being honest. I mean, you will on our TikTok, but not during the live. So like the last live we did was just us kind of hanging out before a YouTube live stream where we were teaching people how to do stuff. So it was like us doing the setup and things like that. It's cool, like, but behind the scenes kind of nonsense. So you are not missing out on anything, Vince. Don't worry. You're good to go. Just come hang out with us tomorrow for the We Create unboxing. It should be interesting. It should be a good time. Go buy some merch. The marketplace is open. Go hit that up. All the other links to all the other things down in the description, guys. And is there anything important that I'm not thinking of? I don't think so. Go sign up for the LMA. It's the only way we get to continue to do our jobs. You're literally writing our paychecks, And we really like what we do. We want to keep doing it. So if you want to help support the show or any of the other shows that we do, you can go learn more over at masters.lasereverything.net. Thank you, co-hosts, for being here. Thank you, live guests. We love you all. I think that's all we've got. So until next time, have a great night.
See you in the next one.
See you in the meow, meow, meow.